Dear students, in the previous class, we are already completed predefined account groups. Tally provides 28 predefined account groups. Among them, 15 are the primary groups, 13 are the subgroups. In the today's class, let us concentrate on how to create the account groups, how to alter or modify the account groups, and to delete the account groups. But you have to know that Tally provides the inbuilt account groups. If required, then only you have to create the account groups. Otherwise, it is for the normal problem, simple problems. It is not required to create the account groups. Just you have to create the ledger accounts and you have to classify them among the 28 predefined account groups. Okay, if required, then we have to create the account groups. I will tell you how to create those account groups in the today's class. When the startup screen appears like this, okay, this screen appears when you double click on the Tally icon displayed on the desktop. From this startup screen, we have to go to work in educational mode by pressing the downward arrow or by double clicking on this particular option. Okay, gateway of Tally menu appears. This gateway of Tally menu is the main menu, and gateway of Tally screen is the introductory screen. This screen assumes that company is already created and loaded, isn't it? First step in Tally is the creation of the company that you have to do first. Okay, when you start the Tally for the first time, company you have to create. Okay, then only it is possible to enter the transactions. Okay, while entering the transaction, first you have to concentrate on the groups. Okay, apart from 28 inbuilt account groups, if extra groups are required, that we have to create. Okay, in the last class I displayed you which are the 28 inbuilt account groups and how to display them. Okay, in the today's class, let us concentrate on how to create them. Okay, from the gateway of Tally menu, which is displayed on your screen, we have to go to account info, okay, which is the first option. Okay, in the masters section. Okay, in the master section, go to account info option. Okay, press enter. Accounts info menu appears. When the account info menu appears, there are three important options are there: groups, ledgers, and voucher types. Okay, you have to go to groups option. G is highlighted. Okay, just you can press G from the keyboard or you can click there with the help of a mouse. Okay, groups menu appears now. Groups menu is divided into two sections: a single group and multiple group, isn't it? These menus are similar type. Okay, for ledgers also same type of the menu is appears. Okay, single ledger and multiple ledger. What is the meaning of that? In the last class only I told you, meaning is that if you want to create the groups one by one, single means one, multiple means more than one, isn't it? So if you want to create alter the groups one by one, then you have to go for single group option. Otherwise, if you want to work on more than one group simultaneously, create number of groups simultaneously, then you have to go for multiple group option. Okay, and each single group and multiple group, there are three commands: create, display, and alter. As the name itself indicate, for creation of the new group, go for create option. If you want to display the already created groups, okay, go for display option. In the display option, it is not possible to do the modifications. If you want to do the modification, then you have to go for alter option. Okay, if you want to delete, then also you have to go for alter option. Okay, there is a common rule in a Tally that you have to remember. What is that rule? Deletion is possible only from the alter mode by pressing alt D keys. Okay, alt D is the shortcut key, but that you have to do from the alter mode. First you have to go to the alter mode. Okay, first let us concentrate on create. One by one, let us see that display option is already completed in the last class. Okay, when you go to the display option, what happens? Once again I show you. Display means it will display the 28 predefined account groups. We are not created any groups yet, isn't it? We are not created, but if you go to the display option, it shows 28 groups. What is the meaning of this? These are predefined groups. Okay, already provided groups. Apart from these predefined groups, if you want to create any other group, go to the create option. Okay, and press enter. Okay, then group creation dialog box appears. Okay, now in the today's class, I want to create a group administrative expenses under the predefined groups in indirect expenses. Indirect expenses is already available. Under that group, I want to create administrative expenses. Then what you have to do in the group creation dialog box, okay, name of the group. First option is name. Name of the group, what you have to type here is administrative expenses. Administrative expenses. Okay, press enter. Next option is alias. Alias means what? Another name. Okay, alias, that word you already heard, isn't it? Dawood Ibrahim alias, Chota Rajan alias. It's another name. Another name. If you want to identify that particular group by another name, then we are going to use the another name for that. If that is not compulsory here, okay, optional, you can skip that, no problem. Press enter, go to the next option. Okay, administrative expenses under, okay, under which group you want to classify, that you have to select here. Okay, that is not a primary group. I am not creating administrative expenses as a primary group. It is a subgroup under indirect expenses. So just press I. Okay, the groups which are started from I are highlighted. Go to indirect expenses, press enter. Okay, then some other options, okay, some other information also we have to provide. Group behaves like a subledger. First option is group behaves like subledger means what? Okay, group behaves like ledger means, okay, actually in the balance sheet group balances are displayed. Okay, by default group balances are displayed. Okay, if the group itself behaves as ledger, it is not possible to break again, but group we can break it into number of parts. Group contain number of ledgers. Okay, but ledger, okay, it is a unique entity. Okay, so if you want to, if group itself behaves as the subledger, then what happens? Only the group balances are displayed. Okay, it is not possible to display the ledger balances. Okay, by default in the balance sheet, group balances are displayed. If you press enter again, okay, if you want to go to the detailed mode, then the ledger balances are also displayed. But group behaves like the ledger means what? It is not possible to break again. Indirect expenses balance. Okay, the fixed asset balance, capital account balance, okay, direct expenses balance, like that the complete amount of that particular group is displayed, then it is not possible to break that again. Okay, if you want to do that, then only you have to type yes for this option. Group behaves like subledger, yes, you have to type for that option. But if you want to display the ledger balances also, then you have to type no. Okay, by default it is no. Okay, if you want, you can change it to yes. Okay, because we want to display not only the group balance. Okay, we want to display the ledger balances also. Okay, we just not only displaying the administrative expenses balance. Within the administrative expenses, which are the different ledger accounts comes, their balance also I want to display in the balance sheet, then the option is answer is no, isn't it? Net debit bar credit balance for reporting. Next option, net debit bar credit balance for reporting. Okay, by default both debit balance and credit balance is displayed in the balance sheet. Okay, if you want to display either the debit balance or the credit balance, whichever is higher, then we have to type yes for this particular option. Okay, by default, both the debit and credit balances are displayed. If you want to display either debit balance or credit balance, whichever is higher, you can display any one means you have to decide which one. Okay, which one is displayed, whichever is higher, debit balance or credit balance, whichever is higher. If you want to display that in the balance sheet, then you have to type yes for this. Okay, otherwise by default it is no, means both the debit balance and credit balance is displayed. Okay, then whether the group is used for the calculation. Okay, now we are creating administrative expenses group. If this administrative expenses group is used for some calculations such as tax, discount calculation, okay, in the invoices, okay, for example in the sales invoice, sales bill, okay, if you want to give some discount to the customer, okay, tax calculation, in that if it is involved, then we have to type yes, otherwise no. Okay, method. Then when the inventory related problem, okay, in the inventory related problem, this we have to select method to allocate when used in purchase invoice. Okay, here it is not applicable. For the time being, select not applicable. In the inventory problem, I explain what is the meaning of this. Okay, that you have to consider later in the inventory problem. Okay, for the time being, method to allocate when used in purchase invoice, you have to select not applicable. Okay, finally, the accept dialog box appears. What is its meaning? Without pressing enter for this particular option, if you escape thinking that group is already created, then group will not be saved. Okay, in all the dialog boxes, this you have to remember. You have to go until the last step and press again from the last step. When the accept dialog box appears, it gives you two options, yes or no. Okay, then you have to press enter or Y to save that particular dialog box. Here the group we are creating, that is administrative expenses, that you have to save. What you have to do? Accept yes, press enter. Okay, now one group is created. Now I want to check whether my group is created or not. Okay, press escape. Okay, quit yes. Okay, then single group, go to display option. Okay, in the display option, now the first one is administrative expenses, isn't it? In the display option, administrative expenses group is created. Okay, now under administrative expenses, subgroup creation also I will explain today. Okay, now I will show you how to create a subgroup under administrative expenses. I want to create another group now, office expenses under administrative expenses. What you have to do? Directly go to the create option. Okay, or I want to do it from multiple group option, no problem. Okay, I will show that also. Go to the multiple group. Okay, under group administrative expenses, that we have to select. Okay, name of the group office expenses. Okay, here it appears in a different format. Okay, under group, that we have to select first. Okay, name we are not giving here. Under group, that we have to select. Okay, under administrative expenses, you can create number of groups. Okay, I will create only one group, but if it is multiple group creation dialog box, so you can create number of groups. Okay, serial number, name of the group, and press enter. Administrative expenses automatically appears, because under group administrative expenses we are creating this, isn't it? You can create number of groups under administrative expenses like this. Okay, if you don't want to create any other group, just press escape. Okay, yeah, just press enter. Okay, just you have to press enter. Then what happens? Accept dialog box appears. Again, accept dialog box appears with the two options, yes or no. Press enter or click here with the help of mouse. Okay, on the yes option. Okay, or press Y. Okay, different options are there. You can press enter or press Y or click with the help of mouse on yes. Okay, then they are created. Again, go to the display option. Okay, to see whether it is created or not. Okay, administrative expenses is created. Now office expenses. Okay, go to O here. Okay, office expenses is also created. Apart from 28 inbuilt account group, now we are created two groups, two extra groups. Okay, one is administrative expenses as a subgroup under indirect expenses, and under administrative expenses, again another group, office expenses, we are created. Okay, now let us see how to alter or modify the groups. Okay, for that, what you have to do is go for alter option, or you can press A. Okay, don't go to alter or modify the predefined groups. Okay, don't touch the predefined group. Just you can alter the groups you are created. Okay, user defined group only you can modify. Administrative expenses group alteration dialog box appears. You go to the alter option, group alteration dialog box appears. Okay, if you want to do any modification, for example, group behaves like subledger, yes. If you want to change it as yes, no problem, you can do this. Okay, press enter. Okay, one change we have done here, that is group behaves like subledger. By default it is no. I want to change it as yes. Means in the balance sheet, just group balances are displayed now. Okay, except yes or no. Finally, if after doing all the modification, don't press escape. Okay, group will not be saved. You have to press enter until the last stage, and when the accept dialog box appears, you have to press enter again. Okay, then only the groups are saved. Okay, now I want to check whether that is that particular modification what we are done is saved or not. Okay, go to administrative expenses. Now check here. Okay, group balances. And group behaves like sub ledger. Yes, it is changed as yes, isn't it? Now I want to delete the particular group. Okay, if you want to delete the particular group, one thing you have to remember, directly it is not possible to delete the administrative expenses because under administrative expenses already another group is created. Just that office expenses group first you have to delete, then only it is possible to delete the administrative expenses. So go to alter option. Okay, in the alter option press O, go to the office expenses. Okay, from the group alteration dialog box, press alt D. Okay, alt D is the shortcut key. Deletion, the rule for deletion in a tally is that it is possible from the alter mode by pressing alt D keys. Company can also be deleted from the same method. Okay, you have to go for company alteration and press alt D, company can be deleted. Okay, the same rule is applicable. Okay, vouchers also you can delete, ledgers also you can delete, same method. You have to go for alter mode, then you have to press alt D. Okay, now delete yes or no dialog box appears. It is the confirmation. If you want to delete the group, press enter. Right, now you can delete administrative expenses also. Okay, administrative expenses, go to the administrative expenses, press enter, group alteration dialog box for administrative expenses appears. When that particular group appears in the alteration mode, press alt D. Okay, escape. Okay, alter, from the alter administrative expenses. Okay, group alteration dialog box appears. Alt D, delete dialog box appears. Yes or no. Okay, if you press yes, it is the confirmation that group is deleted. Okay, now both administrative expenses and office expenses which we are created are deleted. Right, now group creation, alteration and deletion, three options are completed in this particular class. Okay, now let us close the tally. Okay, how to do that? Press escape, go to the quit option. Okay, Q is highlighted. We are in the groups menu. Okay, not in gateway of tally, which is the main menu. Okay, so you can go back also, no problem. From the groups, press escape, go to the account info, press escape, go to gateway of tally. When the gateway of tally menu appears, which is the main menu, from that screen you have to press Q for quit. Okay, because if you click here on the close button, it will not work. Only minimize and maximize are active here. Close button is not active. You have to close it from menu. Okay, last option is quit. Highlighted letter is Q. So we have to press Q or click on the quit option with the help of mouse. Okay, when the quit dialog box appears, you have to click on yes. Okay, now tally is closed. Right. Thank you. In the next class, okay, let us concentrate on how to create the ledger accounts. Okay, required for a particular problem. Okay, let us take a problem in that particular problem, which are the different ledger accounts required that we have to create, and then we have to enter the vouchers. Thank you.